Mega Man 1 is one of my favorite NES games. It's one we had growing up, so I have a lot of nostalgia for it, and it's also one that I heavily speedran quite a while ago. It's a really fun speedrun, really satisfying to pull off all the tricks. The run's nice and short, get in and out in 20 minutes. Doesn't waste your time like looking at you, Mega Man 3. But during all my time speedrunning it, I learned about and found a lot of different weird things in the game. The game's pretty janky. Feels like at some points it's sort of held together with duct tape. So I just want to put like a whole bunch of them together and show them off. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Everyone knows these helicopter platform guys, how annoying they are with how randomly they move. But you might not know there's a weird bug with them. There's one frame, if you land on them during that frame, it's like right after they shoot. They have no hitbox, and you fall through, take damage, and you're gonna die. Yeah, there's your reason. If you have the magnet beam, don't jump on these guys. Near the end of the first screen of Iceman stage, there's a weird pixel where if you jump and wiggle, you can trigger different effects to happen. Most famous, there's a TAS. Beats the game in like 20 seconds by warping to the credits with it. But for messing around in RTA, one of my favorites is you can trigger the Yellow Devil boss fight to spawn in from Wily 1. You can fight it and beat it, and then just keep going on with the stage. Yeah, it's fun to just make a save state there and see what you can get by trying to hit different frames. There's this weird pit on Fireman's stage on this screen. You can stand in it, but it looks like there's nothing there. But if you get the correct amount of falling speed, you actually can clip into the screen transition from there, and you can get into the screen below, and it actually gives you a zip because you're in the ceiling for the next screen. Just really weird part of the level design there. This is kind of just a silly thing to show off. But on most of the boss stages, you can do this. If you set up your magnet beams right, you can zip above the boss corridor. This actually does not save any time in the speedrun, but it's kind of neat that you can be up there. And then in Fireman's room, you see you run all the way through, and then you can get into the ceiling, and he can't hit you until I eventually just mess around and fall down. Yeah, you can do this in Guts, you can do it, I think you can do it in Cutman, but normally you wouldn't have Magnet Beam then. Yeah, just a weird thing to show off. This is showing off one of the weird things with Bomb Man. So there's a glitch where if you have a weapon on screen, you take damage, and then you hit the start button, it will keep giving you the knockback animation. So if you mash start after you get hit with a weapon on screen, which we use the bomb because the bomb, you can also use Magnet Beam, but bomb stays on screen for longest. If you mash start, and if you're high enough when Bomb Man throws a bomb, you actually will get put into the wall. I don't know why this happens, but you can get above the boss room, and you'll see this is a big thing in the speedrun that happens. I'll show later. But this is kind of just messing around with it in Bomb Man's room. Can't really do much in here. It's just kind of funny that you can keep going in and out of the boss room, and you'll eventually see I stop like the scrolling, and you can see there's part of like a glitched out part of the previous, like the entrance to the boss room. Yeah, this is just a wacky one messing around. This is a funny glitch on Gutsman. This also can happen on Dr. Wily. And maybe some other bosses, but I'm not sure. But if you take a hit right after you kill Gutsman, like in the right spot, it actually knocks you into the block and zips you out of the boss room and into the pit below the corridor, and you die. This, even though we've killed Gutsman, it does not give you the win, and you have to fight him again. Now I'm going to show off a few speedrun tricks, some of the flashier things that just look cool. So this is the early Magnet Beam grab. It's getting the Magnet Beam without having Gutsman power to move the blocks. If you press down and shoot on the same frame above a ladder, you actually get up higher on the ladder and you can get into the wall. But if you do this incorrectly, you end up getting stuck in Mega Jail, and there's no way to get out if you're in there without Gutsman's power. This is the short screen wrap zip you can do in Fireman stage. So if you're on the zip pixel and you grab the ladder at the bottom of the screen from the top of the screen, if you do it just right, you can transition the screen and zip to get out of the floor. It skips having to walk the little zigzag part of the screen above. This is the big zip in Bomb stage. This is one of the most impressive looking ones. So if you do the setup from the ladder on the left side, it's actually very easy to do. You do pretty much the same thing we just did in Fireman stage. You grab the ladder at the bottom of the screen from the top while on a zip beam, and that'll transition you up one screen, and then you can do the big zip through the screen above, and you fall just right into Bombman's room. This is one of the coolest tricks in the speedrun. This is on the Wily 3 boss. It's called dupes. So these blocks, when you throw them, and as they're going off the screen for exactly one frame, 1/60th of a second on the NES, if you press B again, you can pull a duplicate block out of midair. Really useful on this boss since there's only 4 blocks and there's 7 bubbles, so if you get 3 dupes, you end up saving all the time of having to fight them. Yeah, really satisfying trick to pull off. This is probably the most famous trick from the speedrun. This is the refight skip. So if you do the glitch we showed off in Bombman, you take a hit with a weapon on screen and mash start. If you're high enough when he throws a bomb, you can get into the ceiling. And once you're in the ceiling, it zips you all the way through the other boss refight rooms, and then you die at the end and hit a checkpoint, and you've skipped all the refights. Yeah, really cool trick, and not too hard to do if you use a bomb as a setup. Up last, we have an interesting thing you can do right before the refights. So if you get into the ceiling with a zip and you stop the zip at the exact right time, you can get a glitched out version of Dr. Wily to spawn. As soon as the fight would start, it resets to the title screen every time. So unfortunately not useful for like the speedrun or anything, but just another weird thing you can do in this game, and this is like why I love this game. There's just so much interesting and weird things about it that make it really fun to mess around with. But yeah, there's a lot of other like speedrun things I didn't show, but just for like the basic weird things you can see in the game, these are kind of just what I wanted to show off.